I'm Karina. These are my partners, Michael and Annika, and we are the financial advisors of Greenall. Oh, okay. So our agenda is we're going to discuss the problem, some alternatives to the problem that we have, the decision criteria that we covered, the analysis, and then the recommendation and implementation plan that we have for our problem. So what is the problem? 26-year-old Kendra Carlson has too much of a want lifestyle. She spends too much money each month on unnecessary expenses. She has building debt and little savings for her future, and she wants to solve her financial situation while still maintaining her want personality or lifestyle that she has and has become accustomed to. So some alternatives that we've come up with. Alternative 1, cutting down on her expenses and freeing up some time for more work hours. So if Kendra cuts down on her spending of unnecessary expenses by going out for entertainment and eating out less, she'll have more time to work and gain more income and saving money by limiting her expenses. Alternative number 2, traveling abroad to work. So traveling abroad to work will provide Kendra with the living in the moment and lifestyle that she enjoys so much, and she'll be able to take in new culture and socialize with new and different people while earning some income from working. So alternative number 3, going back to school to finish her journalism degree. So going back to school allows Kendra to make a larger income in the future and that she is currently making from her current job. Alternative number 4, working full-time at her current job. So working full-time at her current job will earn Kendra significantly more money and income than her current situation. It will also limit her time that she has to spend on frivolous and unnecessary expenses.
Now that we've gone through alternatives, we have created some criteria. Our first criteria is that she wants to maintain a social life. Social life is very important to Kendra. She loves getting together with friends and having fun, especially when she goes to EDM concerts. The second criteria is travel. She loves to travel and get away from everyday life. Getting away with friends and celebrating is on the top of her to-do list. Criteria number 3, is savings. Because Kendra has little savings for her future and what it may hold, it is important that she saves and controls her debt. Now we move on to the analysis.
So now that we've talked about all of our criteria and all of our possible alternatives, now we can actually analyze and see what would work best for Kendra. So when we look at this, we see that cutting back on spending and working more satisfies only the savings goal for Kendra. It doesn't address her problems of social life or traveling that she dreams of. Traveling and working abroad satisfies both her social life and traveling, but does not address her problems of saving and the current goals that she needs to work towards. Going back to school satisfies none of the current criteria that we put it against, therefore it probably isn't the most effective option for her. Working a full-time job satisfies both her social life and savings, but does not work for her traveling goals. Yes. Recommendations. So we recommend that she begins working full-time hours at her current waitressing job. This will allow her to increase her salary, save money, pay off debt, and maintain her social life. We recommend that she cuts her restaurant and clothing expenses in half and her entertainment and travel by $400. Implementation plan. Over the next 3 months, Kendra will follow our advice and work to improve her savings and control her spending and debt. Because after 3 months, that's the approximate time when she's expected to receive her payments from YouTube for her video. After Kendra starts working full-time in her project, we project that her salary with tips will be $3,334.20. This means that with her cuts to spending, she will have a monthly surplus of $914.20. This surplus will then be used to manage her savings and debt. After her cuts to spending, her monthly expenses will be $2,400.20. $2,420. Her surplus will also be put towards managing her debts. $312.66 will go towards paying off her MasterCard in the first month. This will then help her to manage her compounding interest and keep her debts lower. $234.49 will be put towards her visa debt, and $177.25 will be put on her line of credit and her car loan. 10% of her surplus will be $991.42 will be put towards savings so that she can work towards her future and anything that it could hold, because you never know, you gotta be prepared. Once Kendra receives her payments of $12,500 from YouTube for her video in a few months, she will be able to be well on her way to financial stability. We suggest that when she gets this money, she continues to see these patterns that we taught her of saving, managing debts, and working towards your goals so that she can continue to maintain the lifestyle that she appreciates while being financially stable. So our risks and mitigations. For risk, we think that because some of our goals and the idea that we've presented to her does not satisfy her and she might want to travel because that's not really an option when you're working full time, we think that she should we suggest that she takes time to enjoy the simple adventures in life, going for walks around the park, getting a bike, going for bike rides, trying to get adventure for minimal prices. And this can be easily found and achieved in her day-to-day life. We also think that her personal life may suffer. Because she'll be working more and more, she'll have less time to spend with her friends. And also she'll be more conscious of her financial situations and probably will, hopefully, won't be wanting to spend too much. We suggest that Kendra will make an effort to socialize with her friends on a budget. This may mean finding other activities to do with her friends that might be more financially appropriate. And now, you can ask us some questions.
Awesome. Good job, you guys. That was well done. Question for you. Maybe I'll ask first off. See, your recommendation is all around her becoming a full-time server. How long can she do that for? And what's her next step if it's not to be a server for the rest of her life?
Can I take a peek? Okay. Well, we did look at the idea of her going back to school, but we didn't think that that was financially possible for her at this point. She does need to save up and work more, and when she gets her paycheck from YouTube, that would be helpful. So once she has more of a financial stability and foundation, she can choose to go back to school, or she could go travel around, or she could maybe get into the music industry. That's something she's interested in. Really just building a solid foundation is what we focused on.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. You're suggesting at the end that, towards the end, that she should change her style of living, going to parties and restaurants and whatever, and start taking walks around the park or whatever. You think is that easy change? People change very easily from...
I don't think it'll be a very easy change for her to go from her very high lifestyle that she has right now to a more simple one, but it does say that she's very dedicated in becoming more financially stable, so we think that she will be able to go, maybe not take walks in the park, but a more financially stable or feasible thing for her to do would be maybe go meet up with her friends in the park, or go on a car ride and she doesn't pay for it or something like that, would be better than her going to Vegas and blowing $20,000.
May I also add that before she entered this lifestyle, she had a successful high school career, so she made this change to rebel and start spending all this money. So it shows that she can take a huge change if she really wants to.
Okay.
I didn't see in your presentation, what's your plan for the YouTube money? What's your plan for that $25,000?
Sure.
Well, we focused on getting her set in a pattern of saving and dealing with her debt before she got that money, because it does say that she can't expect it until around 3 to 4-ish months. So once she does get that, we think that she'll be able to be in a successful pattern, that she'll be able to take that money and put it into savings and managing her debts to further herself in her goals.
Okay.
So really, like, we've prepared her to work with what she's got. So the money she's getting will be like an added bonus, and she'll be able to make good choices afterwards.
Just a follow up. Did you consider any ways that she could potentially earn more revenue from YouTube for, she got a little lucky with this, but is there anything else she could do to leverage her newfound fame to bring in more money?
We did not really consider YouTube as a source of income for her other than the 2 payments from YouTube.
Okay.
We mostly focused on what she had now as like her job and maybe like in becoming a full-time employee instead of YouTube, which is very iffy.
Okay, question from me then. Let's say you discussed this whole situation with her and she said, look, I'm pretty much keen on putting the money that I'm gonna receive from YouTube and paying off my debt. Which debt do you think she should pay first?
Can I go? Okay. I think she should pay off the MasterCard just because it had the largest amount of debt and it paid 19.99% interest rate, if I believe correctly, which would be the most compounded monthly. So it would affect her greatly.
Okay, how about Visa? Is that Visa also in the same category? Or?
Visa was also a very big debt that she has. It was, I think, $200 lower than MasterCard, I believe.
Well, 500. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Like 500 then lower, so it won't impact her as much as the MasterCard was. And it did say that MasterCard gave her a call and was like, you need to start paying this off immediately. So I feel like MasterCard would be a better